What is up, everybody? Hopefully the sun's not going to be too crazy in your eyes, but what we're going to be doing is a ride along with Dan and the Fireman. What I'm going to be doing is showcasing some of the situational awareness principles that I like to share with you guys. I'm going to be using the color code chart and then maybe a little bubbles here for my focal points of any potential hazards. Hopefully I don't see any threats to my life today. Hopefully I never have to go into red, and thankfully, hopefully never brown, because I just got done finishing some parking lot practice over there, so I was using my fundamental skills. But what we're gonna be doing is just going down probably one of the most dangerous roads out there. I'll be using my plan method, so if you haven't seen that video, please do so. I talk about what it is I do, but the main thing is positioning myself for safety. I'm going to be locating potential hazards. I'm going to adapt to those situations, hopefully with just the simple maneuvers, and then hopefully I never have to navigate any potential threats. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here is that I'm going to be in orange stage because I'm in blind spot right here. I'm out of that blind spot and I'm going to be trying to position myself for safety. I'm going to give myself as much of a space cushion by going a little bit slower than that truck up ahead. Okay, now we got a good space cushion. I got good vision straight down here. That's like a lane filtering position. I could see the cars and the cars and the cars in front of this truck. Also have an escape to my left. Don't have one to my right outside of this lane, but in this lane I can. Now my space cushion got better. I was in orange stage, trust me, don't worry. I can have both hands on the handlebars or one and still navigate some of these things, okay? But anyways, I wouldn't recommend doing that. Anyways, I'm looking at the mirror behind me. I got that red vehicle to my left, and I have a good vision. I have good everything here. So the things that I'm looking for when I have good everything, when I have that good position, I have the good space cushion, escape routes, all that stuff. Now I can focus on potential road hazards. So this road is actually terrible. This guy is actually terrible getting up next to me, but whatever. So I'm going to switch lanes, position myself even more for better protection. So now in this lane, though, I'm more concerned about people pulling out of this area. Okay, so we have this vehicle right here, side of the vehicle. Not going to be the biggest deal. He is moving a little bit. Not going to worry too much because I'm already out of the intersection. So I'm in yellow stage right now. This traffic is not scaring me a little bit. I'm looking at that guy, making sure they're not going, but if they do go, I can just go accelerate through if I had to. So I'm not too concerned. I'm looking at this person over here, making sure that they're not gonna pull out because this is their first available lane. Looks like their tires are not rotating, but I'm not gonna focus on that guy too much because I see this guy, how I'm catching up to their blind spot, position myself better over here. I see that there's more traffic up ahead. I see a green light, it's a stagnant green light. Double checking my speed, double checking the gear I'm in. This lane that I'm in is moving faster than that lane, so I'm concerned about that guy, but I'm still concerned about this intersection coming up. At this point, the intersection is gonna have to stay green for me because I cannot stop in time. So now I'm going through the intersection, very good. There's Indian Motorcycle Tucson. Hi, Matt. Matt actually works there, but anyways, we're gonna keep moving. And I'm kind of concerned about any type of things out in the road, like this uncommon thing in a common situation there, mister. Yeah, get out of there, buddy. There's an intersection right there. I get it though. You do what you need to do. I'll modulate what I need to do to navigate around that potential threat. So I'm not too concerned about that. All right, so I'm constantly in and out of orange, yellow, never hopefully going to red and brown. But the thing is, when you get better and better and better at it, you almost don't even have to realize you're doing it because the training kicks in, okay? Every time you ride gives you an opportunity for your training to really show itself, okay? Your training is your training is your training. You're out practicing, you're failing, you're pushing it, you know, you're maybe messing up here and there, and there's a wolf pack right there, that's awesome. That's one thing, but then when you actually get on the road, you're gonna realize that maybe 80% of your training really kicks in. The last 20, the parts where you're failing at and pushing, they're not really needed, but it's good for you to do when you're out in the parking lot practicing your fundamental skills. But the situational awareness thing right here is really where you need to really focus on. So I'm modulating my speed with this guy. I'm seeing that there's a big semi in front of me. I'm gonna go ahead and accelerate it, use my blinkers, get around this because I do not want to get rear-ended side of the vehicle right here. And we're now getting past Tucson Mall, so we don't need to really be worried too much about them and doing these craziness, but we're still gonna get into some areas that are pretty dangerous, at least here in Tucson locally. All right, so I'm not too concerned about this potential hazard right here, this lady, because I don't think she's gonna wanna jump out in the road. When I go over a bridge, you also have to watch out for if it's raining, snowing, or anything like that. This concrete and the bridge actually gets a lot colder quicker than the asphalt right here, so you're gonna have snow. Okay, first real intersection with a possibility. We got a bunch of people wanting to turn left, green stagnant light, there's the one. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of a presentation movement so that they don't have the motion-induced blindness. Sorry guys, I'm talking as quick as I possibly can because I'm trying to keep up with my mind, and I cannot do that. I see this guy wanting to switch lanes because that guy's going slower and this guy's gonna go faster, and that's where we start getting to some of these things, because now this is an Arizona state highway, so this is actually where a lot of people start speeding to go north. So that's why it's a big concern. All right, so we got a left turner right here. This guy keeps pushing out, doing those rolling stops, California stops. He's made a decision to stay, so that's good. I'm not in orange stage anymore because I feel like he made a decision to stay. I'm also using this guy, even though we're kind of like in a blind spot area, to for that car driver to actually see. So I want him to, I'm gonna kind of stick next to, let's say like a mouse next to a lion. So what I'm doing is I'm the mouse and that's the lion, so I'm gonna kind of stick next to it. So any other lions that want to pop out and everything, you know, going across the road. I did not plan the word lion. I swear I did not plan it. That is really cool and funny. But what I'm doing is that person that wants to pull out is gonna see that person, and if I stay kind of close, they're gonna realize, oh, okay, I'm not gonna go because of that person, not because of me. So we talk about motion-induced blindness, inattentional blindness, all these different things when it comes to motorcycles. Well, I'm going to go ahead and use that to my advantage. You know, it's a problem, so might as well stick next to a vehicle and just kind of, you know, we're doing the speed limit. We're perfectly fine. You know, I'm fine being one full lane position away. I'm keeping my eye on him every so often with some focal eye movement, but I'm also keeping him in my peripheral. He's slowing down, so I can't use him anymore. I want to go the same speed limit we were doing. He's probably going to turn left right here. That's why he's slowing down. But now I'm going to keep track. Watch out for this guy. I'm going to present myself. Do not go. Do not go. Very good. Look at that. Look at that. I called it. I called it. The guy was slowing down because he wanted to turn left. So you start to learn about rider behavior and driver behavior and everything. All right, so while I'm riding around, that's a good parking lot to practice some fundamental skills, but we got this left turner right up here, and they're gonna do a U-turn. So that's not gonna be a full turn, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll off the throttle just a little bit to make sure they figured out which lane they want. It looks like they want this lane. If they continue to go slow, more than likely they want to get in the right lane, so I'm just gonna go ahead and speed up and get out of there. We have this guy waiting to run. We have these bicyclists, we have this right turner. There we go, see what I'm talking about? We're starting to get some stuff. You crossed all the lanes, not a big deal. You're out of my path of travel. We got a yellow light, go ahead and apply some progressive brake pressure, going to downshift. You're gonna go ahead and go and run that red light, but I don't feel like it's safe to do so, so I'm gonna stay right here. See, this is the fun part about riding and everything. I'm keeping an eye on this vehicle behind me. I'm positioning myself in a good area. So remember guys, planning, positioning for safety, locating potential hazards. I'm also going to adapt to those potential hazards. You've been seeing me doing that, and I'm thankfully never have to, and thankfully I don't have to go and navigate any actual threats, okay? So, but while I'm here, I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to prepare myself and plan the next few spots, okay? So positioning myself for safety, I think this is a good position right here, but I noticed when I take off, there's really bumpy and looks like a little gravel, so I just located potential hazards for when I take off. That's a definite hazard, so be very careful when you do right-handed turns. But I'm gonna go straight, and I'll probably do a U-turn way up there, but I'm going to go ahead and adapt to these potential hazards in the road by kind of moving off to the right and just kind of doing zigzag-zags. So we got a leading left turn arrow, so I'm locating situation awareness type stuff. We got people behind me, so this is going to be green right now, and please don't make me look like an idiot when it comes to, okay, so they get a green, and then they get the arrow. Okay, there we go. Now we got green. Oh my gosh. All right, so now we're going forward. We got that left turner who's going to be out of my path of travel by the time I get up to him, so not a big deal. We got this guy though. It looks like we're going to meet this area the same time. Looks like they're slowing down. Very good. So I went from yellow, orange back to now yellow stage. I see all the debris and all the gouges in the road, so I'm going to position myself. I don't have to swerve. We have this vehicle wanting to turn left. They're going to be way out of my path of travel by the time I get there. We got this white car to far left. Not going to be the biggest of deals until they switch lanes. And that's kind of where we're at with that. There's no cars for me to really talk about. So here's the thing, guys. If you guys like this type of stuff, if you want me to just talk and talk and talk, and it kind of helps you out, it's almost like I'm narrating a ride. Please let me know in the comments. That way I can share with you all these different things, and I'll just pick different situations, like me out in the rain, me at night, me on the mountain. This person wants to turn left. Hopefully they don't. I could pick a different situation, getting on the interstate with a passenger. All of these little things, please let me know, and I will do them. I want you guys to be confident when you're out riding. Watch out for this guy. I want you to be confident when you're out riding. I want you guys to be safe when you're out riding. And the only way really to be safe is to be confident. You know what your skills are and use those skills. And if you don't have the skill involved, you're not going to be confident in it. So let's go get those skills and be confident. There's a potential hazard. I'm going to navigate and position myself for safety. I'm going to point my nose where I want to go. I'm going to go ahead and look left, right, left, right. I got to put myself in second gear, and here we go. All right. With that said, I hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'm going to change this battery out and have some more fun. All right, watch out for this guy, and I'm going to switch turn into here, and then I'm going to find a parking lot, which is right here. And then, ooh, these are good spots. All right, so I know I said I was going to end the video, but you know what? I know these are diagonals, but let's go ahead and practice a little bit. Let's go ahead and practice a little bit. This is like kind of like a slant too. So body positioning, counterweight, counterbalance. All right, let's just... All right, I got to end the video. I got to end the video.